बाबा कहते हो यही बच्चे मेरे ताज तुम्ही, नैन के नूर लाड लो मेरी आवाज तुम्ही, मेरी दुनिया में तेरे दम से उजाला है, तुम्हारे साथ का अनुभव बड़ा निराला है।
बोल में वो मधुरता जो दैवी गुण गाए जाते हैं, सर्व के प्रति महान भाव, क्योंकि सब भगवान के बच्चे हैं। हम सारा एक ही ईश्वरी परिवार है। हम सबको बाबा ने इस कार्य के लिए निमित्त बनाया। ऐसे ऐसे ऊंच विचार, भले हम जानते हैं हर एक अपने पुरुषार्थ अनुसार नंबरवार चलता है, लेकिन हमें नंबरवार को याद नहीं करना है। हमारे विचार ऊंचे, स्वयं के विचार, स्वयं की दृष्टि ऊंची, जितनी हमारी ऊंची सर्व के प्रति भावना रहेंगी, जब ऊंची भावनाएं होंगी तब तो हम दूसरों को सम्मान दे सकेंगे। औरों को ऊंचा सम्मान देना अर्थात हमें भी स्वयं का स्वमान स्मृति में है। जब हम स्वमान में स्थित है, स्वमान स्वरूप है, तब हम दूसरों को सम्मान दे सकते हैं। सर्व को सम्मान आज का स्लोगन था ना, सर्व को सम्मान देने वाले ही तख्त नशीन, सर्व से सम्मान प्राप्त करने वाले ही तख्त नशीन बन सकते हैं। सर्व से सम्मान भी हम तब प्राप्त कर सकते हैं जब हम स्वयं सर्व को सम्मान देते हैं, और सम्मान देना ही हम स्वमानधारी है यह प्रतीत कराता है। इस प्रकार दिन भर का शुद्ध चिंतन, सर्वोत्तम चिंतन, स्वयं के निराकारी स्वरूप और साथ साथ वह दिव्य साकारी रूप, देवता स्वरूप, चाहे हम शक्ति स्वरूप, ये संगम युग की बलहारी है, शक्ति स्वरूप, फरिश्ता रूप, बल अलग अलग शब्द है, उसका अलग अलग वर्णन भी है। स्वरूप में वो सब बातें समाई हुई रहती है। समय समय पर हमें आदत है, भिन्न भिन्न नई नई बातें चाहिए, तो बाबा ने हमें हर बात का विस्तार समझाया है, जिस विस्तार को हमें चिंतन के लिए वो खजाना है, जिस खजाने को हमें अपने बुद्धि के अंदर पूर्ण रूप से भरपूर करते रहना है।
निराली शान है, दिल तख्त पर हमें रख लिया, खुद से ऊंचा मान देकर नाम दिल पर लिख लिया। ताज तख्त और तिलक की हमको अमर जागीर दी, ताज तख्त और तिलक की हमको अमर जागीर दी। जिंदगी जीने की हमको एक नई तदबीर दी, आपने बाबा हमें।
Om Shanti. Have love for solitude and imbibe unity and concentration. Protected from any obstacles, time and thoughts. Always try to keep yourself underground. That is, always try to remain introverted. All activities can be carried out underground. That is, you can do everything while being introverted. By carrying out your activities in introversion, you will be protected from any obstacles. You will be able to save time and also thoughts. Be in solitude, and together with that, also have just as much of an entertaining nature. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Welcome to Vyakti Parivar. Today is day 18. Have love for solitude and imbibe unity and concentration. Today's topic: protected from any obstacles, time and thoughts. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi and then we will have chit chat.
Om Shanti. Everyone is okay, especially at this time when celebrations have begun. Celebration for Shiv Jayanti is Baba's birthday, but also our new spiritual birth. So a lot of celebrations are happening, getting news from other places, but also in Shantivan. Yesterday we had flag hoisting in Gyan Sarovar. Then we went to Global Hospital. And everyone had so much enthusiasm. Baba wants us to give message to everyone. How do we do that? Right? So a lot of methods are being used. In India, of course, they do lot of programs, flag hoisting everywhere. Every sister said, I'm busy because I have 10, 8 centers. I have 100 Gita Patshalas, and flag hoisting has to be done everywhere. So everyone is very, very busy and happy. I like this point about when there are devices, that means some temporary means of happiness, then the true love is lost. And a time will come that emptiness of not having love for each other will definitely become very, very big obstacle. And also, it is mentioned by Baba that there is love and law. So you have to have love. And when you talk about law with love, it won't feel law. So love is important, right? I remember when parents came to me and were complaining because when they have money or there is demand from the children, so they bought a television as gift, then they bought a telephone as a gift, and they say since we bought that, we don't see our child because she's all the time, uh, as soon as comes from school, she's watching television or she is playing games on phone. So we miss daughter. We call her for dinner. She takes her dinner in the room. So we don't have our daughter now. So I say, why you bought all that now? He said, we have love for her. So what gift to give? We gave these devices. And of course the daughter wanted to. Many parents. But parents themselves, many times I see at airport, they're sitting together but both talking on separate phone, engaged constantly. So there is no time for that true love, interaction with love, conversation with love. Everything is through internet, right? Through devices. So the love is being taken away, right? But Baba's children have to pay attention. It shouldn't happen, of course, as much number increases, that many messages, that many calls will come. But that is all right. But we have to keep timing. This 1 hour or this 2 hours, we will look at that. But not all the time, all the time. So Baba wants us also to have practice of being introverted. And Baba is using word underground. Underground means just go deep within. Body is the element of earth, right? Ground. And soul consciousness is introvertedness. So underground, right? So what are the benefits? Baba says that protected from obstacles. Baba says, and you save your time and also thoughts. Very valuable time and thoughts. Always try to keep yourself underground. That is, always try to maintain introversion. All activities can be carried out underground. Baba says, and that is, you can do everything while being introverted. It's not just when you are introverted, you just keep sitting now. You can do everything but introverted. By carrying out your activity in introversion, you will be protected from any obstacles and will be, Baba says, able to save your time and also thoughts. So protection and saving. Be in solitude. And together with that, also have, Baba says what? Just as much of entertaining nature also. Not all the time you sit with very long face. I don't even smile because I'm introverted. No. Our Brahma Baba was so cheerful, but very detached, very loving, but also very detached. You could practically feel it. Detached and lovely. Because when we are introverted, in soul consciousness, there's natural love for everyone. But some become very introverted, very extroverted. And when there is extroversion, there's lot of words, lot of thinking. So the time is wasted. Not only that, but saving will not happen. By the evening to feel, oh, I have a lot of saving. I saved so much thoughts. I saved so much time. So accumulation. No, many times Baba says, Baba looks at the account of the children. Because purity, love, all these qualities in our thoughts will do lot of mansa seva. Because what you think is your method, and then there is accomplishment and the success. So I think that today, very attentively, you should practice to be in solitude underground and still keep doing what we have to do. Okay? Om Shanti.
Good morning, everyone. It's my fortune again to be with Didi this morning. And I was very deeply touched when Baba said, you can carry out all activities underground. Many of us, Didi, have so many things on the surface, whether we're involved in service plans, projects, meeting people, organizing things. And of course, at a very gross level, earthly level, then we rely on devices for communication and a certain kind of thinking, like analysis, investigation, research, planning. So when we're carrying out activities underground, then what is the mechanism underground? Do we investigate? Do we research? Do we plan? Is it a different mechanism that happens underground?
There are two things. We have 24 hours in a day. And someone yesterday said how many hours we should spend in service. I said, Baba says 4 hours in the morning should be Baba's remembrance, Murli, study. And then 4 hours actually, should also be for spiritual, revision. And so now you have 8 hours, right? For spiritual. And then Baba says, keep okay 8 hours if you have something okay, can. So 8 hours, dedicate yourself whatever is required, whether research, investigating, analyzing, but then we keep doing it. We continue. We don't have limit of the time. I remember that those who are able to do that, they never feel that that's all I am doing it. So even while doing now, you have morning, evening, right? Or then you have sleep, whatever hours. But for 8 hours, you can do actions. But sometimes the way we talk, the way we express is very extroverted. That is where we have to pay attention, like Baba said in Murli. Even if you have to joke or do anything, have a limit, no. Don't cross the boundaries. So if you do, keep timetable and certain hours focus on what you have to do, but not since morning until night. We keep going on, go too much into extrovertedness. Then we do feel that we are not doing what we should be doing. But there should be satisfaction in efforts and service if we are balancing it. And I think we should be able to do it. Because when you are introverted, you are very focused. And yesterday, Baba said, you are very creative. If there is new creation, new thoughts will come. And I think we should be able to accomplish.
Didi, one time I remember you sharing the method with which you make decisions, because this question is linked to when you're introverted, the way in which you make decisions, does that change? And you had shared that when you go looking for a new Baba's place or somebody shows you a place, you don't analyze and think, oh, this. You go and sit and you have the feeling, what happened 5,000 years ago? So is this the kind of thing that changes when you're introverted?
Yeah, because you want to feel and you want to experience Baba's signal. I always feel like there are some people very much into, we must get this, we must. I always say, if it is Baba's, we will get it. And then we will be very comfortable. But you push for getting something, But then later on, it feels like I had desire, that's why we got it. Not that Baba gave me. Baba made me instrument. That feeling keeps you very light and also kind of inner assurance that is Baba's. So Baba will help. Baba will help. Whatever kind of resources are required is Baba's place. This whole thing, internally remembrance of Baba, connection with Baba, all that happens when you are touched by Baba and you get a place. Like Dadi Prakashwani used to share, I want to see a big crowd of Brahmins. And then we got Peace Park, The land came, instrument from Africa, they were retiring. They said, we will take care of it. And everything get obstacle free. But if it's my desire, right, I want this, then we are responsible.
And I think when it is my desire, you become attached to those thoughts, and then you'll experience rejection if somebody isn't accepting those thoughts.
Yeah.
Now, yesterday you spoke about a very interesting word, spiritual technology. And I was reflecting on it in the evening, and I had this feeling that when we become introverted, we can do the work of cleaning and elevating our thinking in the way you've just described, where we feel what Baba wants. And so we can separate from our own mixtures, our desires and other influences on the soul. Can you give us some more examples of spiritual technology that we can use underground?
See, devices works with power, right? Electricity, and without that electricity, or these days they have solar, which is no device can work. Right? If computer or anything which has to work, you need electricity. Right? So for, let's say I want to communicate with brother and say, oh, I want this, right? Or I get the thoughts. But if there is not enough power of silence or enough power of purity, that means my thoughts doesn't have power. It's, desire. So power is coming from purity, love, silence, Baba's remembrance. This is the current, right? So devices are mind and intellect, but the current is important so that every thought, vidhi and siddhi, no, Baba said in Murli, that the method and you accomplish, get it done or be successful. So time might come if you don't have the current, power externally, then nothing will work, right? So then we should start using spiritual current and also spiritual devices. That was soul's devices, mind and intellect. And it does work, right? I was mentioning yesterday, we forgot something when we went to hospital. So I'm thinking here, so she was sitting in front and she also started having that, that's what I am thinking. And she came to me, can I arrange? We forgot, can I arrange? I said, okay, arrange. So she arranged it, we got it, and we were able to give. So how it happens that thought can connect with the thought? You don't have to speak or use telephone or device, Because in golden age, that's what Baba says, that everything you communicate, everything is all purity. Even Baba says that, let's say if you have to build a palace, you don't need engineers. Because what sanskars of satoguni, purity, will create in you methods, how to do it, how to use it, what is the best material. Everything emerges, right? Everything emerges because of purity or sato state. Same should be happening at confluence age.
So does that mean that you have already seen something happening already? You've seen it already. Is that the subtle mechanism? And then it emerges.
I think that Baba also has told us, methods, that if it happened last kalpa, it will happen, right? So that means there are different ways. That is why I say if somebody comes to you and asks me, can we buy this place? So I said, well, let's go. And I immediately know, I don't think it will work. But if you tell people, they will be very disappointed. Why I said no. So one time I was in some country. So I told them, okay, let's go see the place. So I told them, mothers, go in the kitchen, brothers, stand on the stage. This one goes there and feel the place. Do you feel that we were here, is Baba's place, So they all went and were not sure. So I said, just take time. Let's talk about it. You don't rush into paying millions of dollars. So sometimes we use that method also. But also, I remember, like, especially for Peace Village, I saw this mountain, then I saw lake, everything green, the buildings. And I'm seeing it. I said, it looks very unique. Then I said, little while, I got little nod of, and I said, but this looks like Madhuban. And especially when we go up the mountain, the feeling is going to Madhuban. So I said, because people will come unless when there is some attraction, right? So they will come, like all these thoughts coming. And there was little far, the auction was going on. And in the auction, they were saying 2, 1, and then they had told where to stop. So I said up to 2 million, the stop. So they said 2, then someone said 2.1. So I had told them, no, we're not going more than. So they stick to that. So other person got the place. So they came out and very sad. One was crying. Why are you crying? We still have our money. We haven't lost anything. Internally, I knew that this place is Baba's place. We say we will get it, but we lost it. So I was still not very, it's all right. There must be some benefit in that. Maybe we couldn't run such a big place. There must be something. So after 1 month, the owner called us that other party couldn't get mortgage. Are you still ready? So I said, we are ready. We still want it, but we will give you 2. We're not going to give you 2.1. He said, okay, but take it. Because since 4 years, it's very big property, good quality, 1 million worth were furniture and crockery, it was very good. So anyway, we signed the contract, gave the money. And, so I still remember many, many places are like that. You see it and you say it's Baba's. So I think when we keep our mind and intellect free from desires.
I think this is very practical, Didi, what you're sharing, because it's helping, especially me, to understand the subtle mechanisms of how to use the technology of mind and intellect to bring resolution to everyday things. Now, if I shift the focus to relationships, for example, a lot of people say, maybe they've had a run-in with somebody and they feel guilty, and, that's held. Now, can we use this kind of spiritual technology to bring resolution in situations or with people without actually speaking to people to resolve it?
First you have to, speaking is after. First you create lot of spiritual love for that soul. And see that soul as Dadiratan, very elevated, with lot of respect. So you are clearing now, creating power with love for relationship. And then when you talk, you see different. But if you say, okay, let's sit and reconcile, it doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
So if you prepare yourself inside and then you talk as if other person was ready to do it, and then you can help that soul. Or we are doing that here all the time, knowing that this is what it is. And if we don't know anything, so we are very purely kind of Baba has to solve it. And it works magic, it works. I always believe it works.
That's very powerful, that the first step is to sit with yourself and clear the debris from your intellect and perception towards another soul. Because then that allows Baba's love to flow and it prepares them.
So Dadi Janki always used to say, if something happened, you have feelings and you are holding those feelings. So you're not resolving it, right? First you have to resolve from within you, then you can resolve outside. Because then your clean slate and clean thoughts will have impact, And that's what every day we starting, sometimes very important people come to see us because of VIP task. It's not only regular VIP. And when they talk, gentlemen, we both sit, some or other they start sharing things honestly, and we listen. Like a lot of people are talking about what is your system of succession. And it's very, very important because if that doesn't happen, which until now had been happening automatically, but there has to be some system. And see, they think that way, but Baba has his own ways, right? Now, three of us, Sudesh Didi, myself, gentlemen, we are reclaimed in a way, right? We were from Bharat, we went. So a lot of people, kind of accepted but surprised too, and we too. So yesterday in Gyan Sarovar, Prabha Didi was there and Sudesh Didi, and they get along so well. They were consulting each other about Toli, about everything, because we have lived abroad, and some or other we don't have any sanskars of I should be higher. We don't have power kind of thing. So it's easy for us to work with anyone because we don't have that nature of role consciousness. I still, people, when they start looking at me, well, then I say, well, looking at me as I am responsible. But I don't have until now any consciousness of, so.
No, that's a very special attitude, Didi, because as you're speaking, I can feel that you are sitting underground and you open a different perspective on something. Now, just the last thing, many souls come to you and they bring facts. This happened, that happened, all the facts of a situation, right? Which opens up the door to one particular reality. So when you're making decisions and when you're having to deal with something, do you listen to the facts first, or what do you do? Do you make a decision just based on the facts?
It has to be facts, but then you see what is lacking. Facts are there, but what is lacking? Like one time, one brother in one of the state in USA decided to help the center to buy property. Then in the end, he came to me and said few words that you are here and you are promising and you all will be able to pay me mortgage or what. But I doubt if this new instrument will be able to do. So then I say, okay, forget it. I knew this won't work because he had doubt. So I kind of canceled everything. But what I'm saying, like, it was right. Then we got other place and all that, and it had been working. So when there is little bit doubts, we have to be careful because that energy of doubt will not make things happen. Right. So, and then other thing, we got it, everything worked well. So you have to have, fact. It's okay to work on facts, but also the human characteristic within that. If they're doing it for the name, are they doing it, what is their, and if internally their purpose is not clear or they're still doubtful, then we should hold to it.
Very practical.
Yeah.
Have you appreciated that? I think Didi's opened up what it means to carry out all activities underground today. Thank you very much, Didi. Very, very practical.
Om Shanti. Thank you very much. It feels like we all go together in that deep consciousness, understanding of deep aspect of knowledge. So thank you both of you. It was wonderful chit chat. And tomorrow is Wednesday in our schedule from Amrit Vela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Then we'll connect to Double Foreigners Madhuban online program at 8:30 a.m. And there will be a class by Chakradhari Didi, Wisdom Witnessing Adi Dev's Soul Conscious Art. Interesting. Then in the evening, we will have Awake the Children Murli class, 5 to 5:15 p.m. 6 o'clock, but we will start, followed by Hindi series, English series, and chit chat. Didi just mentioned that yesterday we had a flag hosting in Cancer River and Global Hospital. Tomorrow we'll show you some of the glimpse of that, and then after that we having even flag hosting in Pandabhavan and museum. So we'll do show every day little, so that you can feel you're part of it, us here. So now let's remember Baba and take Drishti from Didi.
इस धरती पर आकर जिसने फैलाया है प्यार ही प्यार, करुणा का सागर छलकाया, निराकार होकर साकार। शिव बाबा, बाबा, शिव बाबा, Shiva Baba, Baba, Shiva Baba। इस धरती पर आकर जिसने फैलाया है प्यार ही प्यार, करुणा का सागर छलकाया, निराकार होकर साकार। Shiva Baba, Baba, Shiva Baba, Baba, Shiva Baba, Baba, Shiva Baba। कल्प के बिछड़े थे हम, ओ बाबा तुम आन मिले, प्रभु मिलन की प्यास बुझी, खुशियों के अरमान खिले, अपना बनाया गले लगाया, ब्रह्मा तन लेकर राधा। Shiva Baba, Baba, Shiva Baba, Baba, Shiva Baba।
Shanti, Om Shanti.